Hello there, normal functioning being of human society that touches grass. You are about to enter the Genshin Impact Traveler Zoological Garden. Here you can observe and understand different variants of the highly complex species known as the Genshin Impact fans. Please be mindful not to let any of these wonderful specimens near sunlight or grass, since they are on a strict diet of chips, G Fuel, and 10 hours of 5-star pulls and big damage numbers from CN players. I am assuming all of you have signed up to visit our Genshin Impact Traveler Zoological Garden. If you haven't already, kindly press the red button below that says subscribe. You will be eligible to enter the facility instantly. Hi, I am Megaman and I will be your guide for this tour. Please feel free to ask any question down in the comment section. There are some experimental records salvaged from the post-Genshin apocalypse in 2020 of beings known as the Gacha fans. After this event, some of these species evolved and mutated with the prehistoric species known as the casual gamers to create the new breed called the Genshin fans. It is also widely speculated that these species evolved from the now rapidly multiplying species known as the anime fans. These creatures have adapted and ingrained into the anime fan society that they are almost indistinguishable from the casual otaku. So here's our first specimen, the filthy casual. Filthy casuals have taken over the Genshin fanbase like wild rabbits on heat. They have adapted to mostly avoid the fanbase, but at the same time keep up to date on the most important updates. Many of these play Genshin as a side game because they have gained knowledge of something more important, called other games. At the beginning of their life, they may have heard it from a streamer or a friend about this good-looking game that is also open world with waifus. Eventually, they burn through almost everything in this game, sinking tens of hours into the game full time. Now realizing there is nothing much to do, and a thing called real-life responsibilities like surviving has eaten up their time, they play the game to chill and is hibernating until the next patch drops, which will give the same exploration feeling they felt at the beginning. Most of these species know how the basic game mechanics are done, but when they get murdered in the abyss, they may refer to YouTubers who says words like ICD and CV, making them stuck in a loop where enjoying a date with Ningguang and mixing tea for Primo Gems sounds like words from heaven. A trait also shared by the free-to-play. Free-to-play are on a voyage to find every single Primo Gem in the entire universe of Genshin Impact, and will stop at nothing. These species were rare according to recovered data, but due to unknown reasons, there is a sudden outbreak of them. It is speculated that this is due to the lack of unprotected mom's credit cards in the modern era. They are hard to find, but if you search closely, can be found all over the place. Studies show that they can be spotted saying, "Give free more gems," or "We need more primos," on any tweet from Daddy Genshin. Free-to-plays have a unique war cry that sounds like, "Free to play by the way," or "F2P BTW. Whenever they want to find a fight, they do this. And it is advised that they may be stoned to death if you hear this war cry in the wild. They will always be there at any web event or stream searching for new Primo Gem codes, saving for their next favorite character that eventually cuck them with Chi-Chi. Hence stuck in a perpetual loop of saving till the heat death of the universe. Moving on, we are met with the mortal enemies of the free-to-players, the Sea Lords. These species are further categorized into subcategories according to the number of body parts they have sold to get their next waifu to C6 and R5 signature weapon. In this post-Genshin Apocalypse era, the most commonly known of the Sea Lords, the Mighty Whale, has been power-crept by the Leviathans and the Poseidons. It's still a mystery where the Sea Lords get their enormous wealth, but it is widely speculated that they turn the seawater itself into money in order to spend it on a character. Sea Lords are able to do ungodly amount of damage by throwing money at the problem, hence the rivalry between them and the free-to-plays. The species that lie in the middle ground between these two are dolphins and the goldfish, which brings us to the collectors. A species closely related to the Sea Lords. They will always chase after the next new character even if their bank accounts are completely dried out. Once they have a stable income, a new figure of their favorite catgirl drops. This may lead them to search ways to sell their wife and children. Collectors have no sense of maybe there will be a rerun in the future, so they will drop as much money to get at least one copy of the new 5-star character to chase that hype they felt from pulling, Diluc and blasting through everything at the early stages of their life. After the initial stages of this high are fading out, they will think back to themselves, "Why the heck did I spend so much money on a freaking 3D model?" It is highly speculated that they have a severe lack of budgeting skills and will eat cup noodles and live on a tent to survive if it means saving money to spend on their next waifu or husbando. Next up, we have the Law Diggers, the left brains of the Genshin fans. They have dug up every piece of information on Genshin and have read libraries of artifact and weapon lore. They will keep reading again and again, hoping one day their speculation will come true in even one of these books, even though what's written will rarely change. If they had to, the Law Diggers will dig up things out of thin air to prove their point. They believe they have reached the pinnacle of understanding the truth that they will orgasm at the sight of this funny looking angry clown boy uttering a single word in a cutscene, which they believe is their Lord and Savior. Law Diggers have no regard to what happens outside of their sphere, that they will see new events and think, what a waste of time! Reading about an inanimate thing staying inanimate thing is far better. When others ask about what happens in a quest, they will bombard them with even more questions and make others question themselves, which repel others naturally. But when the environments get harder and harder to understand, others will have to reach them, causing another endless loop of misunderstanding. Next, we have the middle child, the Harbour Masters. Harbour Masters care about only one thing: shipping any two characters in a 10-foot radius. Although they have managed to never release a ship out into the ocean correctly, nor have gotten into a ship themselves, they will keep on making more and more until there is no space left in the harbour. Inability to do so for an extended period of time will dissolve them into an amoeba that lives in the harbour. It is believed that these species evolved from the species called the Fujoshi. Due to the evolution, the Fujo gene that reside only in female species of anime fans have now adapted inside some male species of Genshin fans. Early records of these species rising up can be dated back to the first time they heard Diluc and Jean talking about their pet turtle, and fully complete their metamorphosis when they understand what the crux stands for. It is advised not to let any of these species near you, since the new variant have a gene that sends them on a rampage whenever someone mentions their ship is just a headcanon. We are about to enter the area where the most dangerous species of Genshin fans reside. Be warned, enter with caution, and conduct social distancing of at least 10 meters. We have the infamous leakers. Leakers will leak everything regardless of the consequence. From characters to their addresses to credit card information, all will have no chance of getting past the leakers. It is believed that every Genshin fan has the LeakerGen gene inside of them, but it will only activate when the LeakerGen virus activates the dormant LeakerGen gene. Once the leakers with the beta variant of the gene spreads the virus, others will pick up the virus and start showing symptoms of leaking everything. Chief holdovers have tried eradicating the virus a few times in the past, but the virus has risen its head over and over again. Hence the reason why it's quarantined from every other species here. Last but not least, we have the artists. These are the species that have the most exposure to the public through fan art and cosplay pictures shared around the internet. Thus, they are speculated to be attached to their drawing tablets and can be considered cyborgs themselves. Cosplayers, on the other hand, will dissolve into a goop of makeup and hairspray when they reach their natural habitat after a long day of photoshoots. In modern times, instead of cosplaying and drawing as a hobby, artists and cosplayers have found a new career stream through their passion. It only takes them to form a dedicated fan base around them and use platforms like Patreon, Twitch, or OnlyFans to earn a living. Research shows NSFW art will yield the most results, and good luck my dudes doing cosplay as a career. This brings us to the conclusion of our Genshin Impact Traveler Zoological Garden. It is advised you keep your distance when communicating with these wonderful species. And if found in public, contact the nearest disease prevention center so they may be taken in, quarantined and released into their natural habitats, or destroyed before unwanted viral infections spread through your neighborhood. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoy the video. When I usually take a break of 1 or 2 weeks, either I am sick, on a trip, or working on a new style video like this one. If you've been a fan of AniTubers for a while, you might have figured out where I draw inspiration from. It's from none other than the Anime Zone Gigak's ultimate guidebook to anime fans. I've been a Gigak fan for about 4 years now. I don't remember the exact time, but the spiky hair Gigak profile picture was there. If I'm not mistaken, this video is the second video I watched on his channel. And he kinda became one of my role models after that. So I guess this video is like me showing my respects for his work in my own way. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, check out my other videos and smash that subscribe button. Remember, you are not allowed to take this video seriously at all. If you do, you are an idiot. And also leave your thoughts in the comments. As always, thanks for watching and until next time, let your imaginations run wild.